In the personal story segment tonight, as you may know, the Nigerian man who attempted to set off a bomb on a plane in Detroit was arrested, Mirandized, and taken to a federal prison in Michigan. He was charged in the criminal court system and faces up to 20 years in prison. But should he have been taken to Gitmo, interrogated, and treated like an enemy combatant? Joining us now from Chicago, Tamara Holder, a criminal defense attorney, and here in the studio, Gary Bernstein, a retired CIA operations officer. Tamara, this guy tried to blow up 300 innocent people in the air over Detroit on Christmas Day. We should give him a break?
I'm not saying give him a break. Whoever said that, he needs to be charged in America. Look, there's something called special aircraft jurisdiction. What that means is if you are in an American plane bound for America, you do something, you commit a crime or attempt to commit a crime, you are subject to American courts. Just because we give him rights, just because we give him a trial, that does not mean that we have some failed American justice system. I don't know what the big deal is. We're going to send him to Guantanamo and then what? Bring him back to Illinois like we're doing with all the other detainees? That doesn't even make sense.
Well, Tamara, I'm trying to figure out, is it a crime or is it a terrorist act? Because then if it's a terrorist act, then he could be held as a combatant and interrogated.
No, you're wrong. Actually, in March, Obama dispelled the word enemy combatant. There is no word enemy combatant. I don't know why Hoekstra and Candace Miller and all of these people are saying that he's an enemy combatant. There is no such term in America anymore. Obama dispelled of that. He is a terrorist. He committed a terrorist act. He was not on the battlefield. He is supposed to be tried and convicted in America. Just because we give him his rights and we read him his Miranda warnings does not mean that our American justice system has failed.
All right, Gary, go ahead. Take it away, my friend. We have a guy who's going to have rights. He's going to have rights of evidence, et cetera, et cetera. What could we be getting?
Well, first off, the word enemy combatant does exist. Enemy combatants are defined by the Geneva Convention. They're not in uniform. They're carrying weapons. You know, they're hidden their weapons. They're not led by competent authority, and they're not following the rules of war.
And they want to kill us.
Al-Qaeda is an organization, it's a non-state actor that has declared war on us. We need to recognize we're actually at war with these guys. This guy didn't do a carjacking. He didn't, hold up a 7-Eleven. He tried to commit mass murder as part of and in support of Al-Qaeda's war on the United States. If we treated him and we tried him under a military tribunal, as Roosevelt did in 1942 with those Germans that came ashore in Long Island, where I'm from, and in Florida, we would have, the military at him, interrogating him. And what we're fighting with right now is time. The more access we have to him right now to find out everything that he knows without having his lawyer in between us and them, the quicker we can track down other people that are attempting to conduct mass murder against us.
Follow that up, Gary. What else can we find? What
we know where was he recruited? Who trained him? What other people were trained alongside of him that are planning to commit mass murder against America?
He's going to know these things. Gary makes a very good point, Tamara, that this is a little different than a guy holding up a 7-Eleven.
Of course, but at the same time, he was attempting to commit a crime against America, whether it is holding up a store and trying to kill one person or whether it's trying to kill a whole group of people. The issue is that he committed a crime in America on an American plane, and he should be tried accordingly. To interrogate him any differently doesn't. He's still going to give us plenty of information. He blew off his area, his proper area, or whatever you call it. He blew it off. He was talking to the police. I don't know how to call him.
I'm going to save you from what you're about to say. Go ahead, Gary. Weigh in on this.
But no.
Tamara, hold on.
I just want to finish something. He gave information. The police, all of the investigators say that he already gave information to him. Just because you give him an American lawyer does not mean all of a sudden our system has fallen apart.
It's more. It goes big. It's bigger picture than just this one guy. Go ahead,
and why isn't anyone complaining?
Tamara, hold on. I want to get Gary in here.
He provided a little information. He didn't provide significant information, the information that we would need to follow up, to cover the entire problem.
You don't know that.
I would ask Ms. Holder, if this gentleman was entering the United States with a nuclear trigger, would you allow him to lawyer up? If he entered with a nuclear trigger and others were attempting to do the same thing, say he wasn't on an aircraft, but he was entering on the shore in Long Island or on the shore of Florida, would you let him lawyer up? Or would we want to get at him and interrogate him to save a million Americans?
Okay, you're skewing this conversation about just lawyering up. Everybody who gets a lawyer, that does not mean that our American justice system is not swift and does not do the proper job in prosecuting people. What about Mr. Reed, the shoe bomber? We got him, we prosecuted him, and we have him in our custody for life. Nobody was complaining about that. All of the Republicans, they weren't jumping up and down when Mr. Reid was attacking our country just the same way that this man on Christmas Day did. It was the same exact case.
What signal are we giving the world? These, you know, frankly, there's a lot of young people who are U.S. citizens born, bred here, and then become Islamic jihadists. What signal are we sending the world if they're going to be able to
We're not
to
sending
claim
a strong signal.
defense?
We have to recognize that Al-Qaeda is unique. It killed 3,000 people on American soil. It is a non-state actor that has declared war with us, and our legal system has not caught up with this fact. Our legal system is used to, having war with nation states or trying criminals. We haven't figured out that non-state actors that are attempting to conduct catastrophic attacks on us need to be dealt with differently.
All right, I'm going to have to leave it there. Tamara and Gary, thank you very much.
Catch up.
Tamara, you're there in Chicago. I got an ex-CIA operative right here next to me. I'm going to go with him. All right.